Okay, so it is Tuesday night's homework for week 15. And I'm going to be using a red pen for Christmas. So it says Jenny collects coins. She has 324 coins in her collection, and she got 60 more coins for her birthday. So I know that this is important. 60 more is important. Jenny wants to display her coins. Each case contains 15 coins. How many display cases does she need for her collection? So this is a multi-step problem. So the first thing I need to do is I need to figure out how many coins she has. She has 324 and then she got 60 more. And when I see that more, I know I'm going to add. So it's 324 plus 60, which is 384. And it says each case contains 15 coins each. How many cases? So I have my total amount, which means I'm either going to be subtracting or dividing. And when I see that it says 15 coins each, I know I'm going to be dividing. So I'm going to be dividing 384 by 15. So I'm going to put my multiples of 15 on the side. If you don't know your multiples of 15, then you can get it by adding them together one at a time. So 15 plus 15 is 30. So that's the second multiple. 30 plus 15 is 45. That's my third multiple, and so on. So 15 can't go into 3. And we're going to look at 38. So 15 is less than 38, so I'm going to see how many times it goes in. 1, 2. It can only go in 2 times. So 15 times 2 is 30. 8 minus 0 is 8. 3 minus 3 is 0. I'm going to bring down my 4. I have 84. So I'm going to see how many times 15 can go into 84. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times. 15 times 5 is 75. And I can't take away. I'm going to borrow. That becomes a 7. 14 minus 5 is 9. So my answer to this division problem is 25 remainder 9. But if I want to know how many I need for her total collection, if I only got 25 cases, I would have 9 coins that weren't in a case. So I need 26 cases. Okay, the next one is saying put in order from greatest to least. So I'm going to turn my 2 fractions into decimals to help me. 1 3/4. I can think of 4. I can think of 4 quarters. So if I had 3 of those quarters, it would be 75 cents. And 1 1/2. I know that one by heart. It's 1 5/10. So now I'm going to put them. I'm going to line them up by their decimal point. And it says greatest to least. Remember, if I ever have an extra space on the end, I can always add a 0. So I'm looking for the biggest number. So 0 is already out. All 3 of these have 1s. So I'm going to go to my next point. I have a 7, an 8, and a 5. The 8 is the biggest number. So 1 88/100 is my largest number. Again, that's a 0, so it's going to be between these two. I'm looking for my next biggest number. I have a 7 and a 5. 7 is bigger, so 1 75/100 is my next number. And I know that that corresponds to 1 3/4. Notice how when I'm putting it on the line, I'm putting back the fraction that it was originally given to me. The next one, there's a 1 and a 0, so it's going to be 1 5/10, which is 1 1/2. And then the least is 99/100. Okay, the last one says solve 103 15/100 divided by 3. So when you are dividing with decimals, it's important to just bring your decimal point up before you start dividing. So I'm going to put my multiples for 3 next to it just to help me. If you have a multiplication chart, you can look at that. So 3 can't go into 1. but it can go into 10. So 3 times what gets me closest to 10 without going over? 12 is too big, so I'm going to be right here. 1, 2, 3. So 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring down my 3. So I'm going to start over again. 3, how many times can 3 divide into 13? 1, 2, 3. 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. I'm going to subtract. 13 minus 12 is 1. I'm going to bring down my next number, which is a 1. How many times can 3 go into 11? 1, 2, 3. That's too big. So 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. Going to bring down my last number, which is a 5. So 3 times 5, or 3 can divide into 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. 3 times 8 is 24. We have 1 left over, but with decimals we don't bring up that remainder. So it's 34 and 38 hundredths.